A question we are often asked at Bharat Gyan is the birth date of Adi Shankaracharya. Today, two dates are widely debated, 788 CE and 509 BCE. But what if the entire debate hinges on a foundational mistake made in the dating of Buddha instead? When the British started writing Indian history, they needed a benchmark. So they chose Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. A man named E.J. Rapson gave Buddha a birth date of 483 BC. But here's the twist. He clearly stated this as a provisional date. Anything before this date was labeled prehistoric in India. But colonial historians treated it like gospel and built India's entire timeline on it. Why 483 BC? They were working within a theological framework that God created the world on October 23rd. 4004 BC at 9 am. They allocated about 1500 years of stories to creation, floods, Noah's Ark, and waters to ebb. With this constrained worldview, 483 BC became the earliest possible date for Buddha. A French historian, F.E. Pargetier, listed all the kings who ruled between Mahabharata and Buddha, and the total came to 1100 plus years. Working backwards from 483 BCE, with a gap of 1100 plus years, colonial historians placed the Mahabharata at 1500 BCE. On examining the chronology of Mahabharata using astronomical information within the text and data from various other fields, the date for Mahabharata can be placed with greater accuracy to 3100 BCE, which means Buddha, who came 1100 plus years later, was born in 1887 BCE. Bishop Bigandit of Burma conducted research into Burmese records, also concluded Buddha was born in 1887 BCE. Pandit Kota Venkatachalam of Vijayawada, a scholar who lived about 100 years ago, combined knowledge of geography, mathematics, and astronomy, and concluded that Buddha lived in 1887 BCE, not 483 BCE. This matters because it pulls back the real timeline of Adi Shankaracharya to 509 BCE, not 700 CE. That's a 1300-year gap between Buddha and Shankaracharya, and it finally aligns with our records. What began as a provisional date by a British historian ended up cementing a flawed chronology that modern textbooks and academics continue to teach. Once externally imposed artificial constraints are removed from the context of the ancient Indian timeline, events naturally find their correct place on the timeline. With deep research from archaeoastronomy, at Bharat Gyan we are placing the correct timelines for our historical figures.